And welcome back, everyone. We're back with the final episode of Rugrats Search for Reptar. We still have to find the puzzle. Now, if you go over to the Reptar thing, you can actually do the puzzle pieces at any time that you want. So there's two more that we need to find. And thankfully, they give you more opportunities to get puzzle pieces, so you don't have to do every single level. Now, we're going to be doing two levels in this one. We're going to be doing the 7 Voyages of Cynthia, which is now, and we're also doing the one, the remote, the Visitors from Outer Space, or whatever, outside space is what it technically is. So, those two levels, this one is actually the more difficult of them, which you will see very, very, very shortly. I'm surprised they made a boat with a sail. I couldn't do that when I was like 1.
No, not when I was 1. I mean, I can barely do it now.
I mean,
sometimes.
Chucky's almost 2 in Rugrats in Paris.
That's right, yeah.
And this came out before that, so...
Yeah. Imagine if they aged with the age of the show. Every year they aged the same amount.
That would be weird. I mean,
I've always wanted to do a TV show like that. There's one episode every week the entire year, and the characters age with
the show.
The show.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, and it's...
Oh my god, Chucky, what's wrong with your hands?
They did that with the comic book. That back after the Crisis on Infinite Earths. No, after that one, it was Infinite Crisis. Sorry. DC Comics came out with a comic line called 52, and they released one comic every single week, and it was just 52 comics in the whole series then. That just spotlighted different things happening in the DC Comics universe. I think it led up to another event, but I don't remember if that's what it did. But I've always thought that would be a really cool concept for a TV show.
It would be. That would be really interesting. It would also be really hard.
Oh yeah, it would be incredibly hard. You could never take a break, or you would literally be having to film all year. You know?
Maybe that wouldn't work as like an actual TV show, but maybe like a web series. Like
no. When I said TV, I just mean something serialized.
Okay.
You know, I mean, it could be episodic. It doesn't matter. It just needs to be have separate scenarios for every thing. I didn't even realize you were stepping in like muddy water.
Oh, this is the sewage.
Yeah.
We're in the sewers right now. Now,
why are you in the...
Because we have to find Cynthia. Do you remember that episode where she got flushed down the sewer?
Yeah.
So
but didn't she go down the toilet?
No, she got... they were washing their boat, and they... and Tommy and Chucky, made the boat using the wood and the peas sign or whatever. And... Oh, and there's nuclear waste down here, by the way.
Because clearly.
So, basically... like Cynthia went down into the sewer, like the storm drain, and so now Spike has to go find her. I don't know why Spike went, but I think Spike broke out of the yard, and that's the only. This one made it seem like Spike was doing something noble instead. But yeah,
because doesn't Spike come back in that episode with Cynthia?
And Cynthia's like all disgusting and whatever.
Yeah, but she still loves her.
Yeah, but when the music changes, you're going in the right direction. But be aware, because if you fall in, you will start losing health very quickly. Because obviously sewage is not ideal for dogs.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
the dog never seems to complain.
If you run in like what happened with the goose level, if you run into
the meese.
Yeah, if you run into like benches and stuff like that, you lost health there. But in this one, if you run into the barrels or garbage bags or whatever, you lose health there. Which I guess for the garbage bags makes sense because
and the nuclear waste.
Nuclear waste makes sense. But if you had like sharp metal or whatever, it would make sense. Now the rats will also hurt you.
Well, that also makes sense.
Now time's running out. We have to run around to find Cynthia. Now this took me seriously a huge, stupid amount of time to try and find Cynthia. Because I didn't know where she was, and she changes. She's in multiple locations depending on what playthrough you're doing. I think.
Oh.
And lava.
Because why not?
I don't. It's obviously not lava, but I want to make it seem like lava. I don't know. Orange soda. I love.
That would make sense for the show,
soda.
But like.
Oh, look at Cynthia's caricature.
That's some detail. Now it's green.
Yep, it's slime.
Apparently.
Now we get 130 seconds, so that's about 2 minutes.
Oh, now you're on the right way.
Nope. Yep, and then I turn around. Because I think I'm going the right way.
So one's orange, one's brown, one's green.
Oh yeah, and this happens.
Is there any penalty for standing in the thing?
You lose health very quickly.
Oh, okay.
That's what the bone is for.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
But yeah, I waste all the time because I hear this music, and then I keep running around trying to find her, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm getting close. And then it's like, where is Cynthia? And then the music changes, telling me that you're farther away. And I'm like, okay, now I got 40 seconds, and I'm like, oh, crap. Okay, I gotta find her. Because I'm losing time.
Yeah, a lot of time.
But past the nuclear waste, and actually, honestly, I went the wrong way when I first started. I went right. You should go left. Which is where the whole thing screwed up. And now notice, I have 20 seconds to try and find Cynthia. But when you get up to this point, you can turn left, right here, like right there, and there she is.
Feel good about yourself, Angelica? You beat up a couple babies. So one more game! And we're getting there eventually. This
is Grandpa's room.
Visitors from outer space.
Good job.
Ooh.
Because you have to say it all.
I've never
like
seen a
that.
remote control that had an antenna like that, though.
You've obviously never lived in, you know, the 90s long enough.
Tell the truth, you're real.
Because everyone knows that's how all controllers were back then. Because infrared sensors weren't a thing.
They fly around in the middle of the night.
Were infrared sensors always a thing in television sets? Like when the remote came out? Or did they ever actually have it wired to it? I feel like I should know this. I'm not entirely sure. Should probably look that up.
What are you guys doing here? I don't know.
Clearly you've all been abducted.
1 minute I'm lying
So-
in my crib, and then the next thing I know, I'm in this weird playpen. We must have got taken by aliens from outside space.
From outside space.
I escaped with this alien remote control I found, but it's only for grown-ups like me. Angelica.
So she just killed some aliens.
Yeah, basically, she just exploded something, and it's something that we need to stay in orbit and not die and get sucked out into space.
The Earthlings have escaped.
Don't let them get away!
I love how they're all, sorry. Some interpretations of Tommy's parents and Grandpa and the Spike. Clearly not. And just killing things. So usually, what are you even supposed to be doing,
Don't these alien spaceships
Brian?
have doors?
What?
What
Oh,
are you
yeah,
even
we got
supposed to be
the...
doing?
Yeah, we're supposed to get to that fish guy right there. That's all that really we're supposed to do.
Oh God.
Now, if you this is another obviously Rugrats episode because that's all the levels are based on.
Oh yeah.
Friends call me George. I'm from
So we gotta
Jorge.
save the fish and
His name is Jorge.
escape and all that kind of fun stuff.
It's not George, it's Jorge.
Otherwise, I'm on the menu for tomorrow night's alien dinner.
All right, but no fishy stuff.
There she is. Get her.
Oh, that's a knee slapper. No fishy stuff.
Ha 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 ha!
Turns out,
Funny.
just swim. You're on your own, kid.
Oh, he has a tie hand. That's like a weird euphemism thing. Makes things easier if you like you need 3 hands, but
So clearly, if you have no gravity, you can just swim.
yeah, apparently. Don't know how that works, but you know, whatever.
Whatever that is. So if you rise, you just put your arms out. Like,
Yep.
Why do people complain about zero gravity then? Like how it's such a bad thing.
Don't know. But we stole a car.
You're Angelica, not Bree.
I hope you babies fall into a black hole and can't climb out.
That's horrible.
Yeah, that is.
That's
it's,
awful.
It is terrible.
Unless you watch Interstellar, in which case crazy stuff happens in black holes.
But yeah, we now have all the puzzle pieces, and we have to just place them. We don't have to rotate them since it's not, it's not that kind of puzzle. But you have to be very precise when you place the puzzle pieces. You have a very low tolerance for missing the puzzle spot, the puzzle piece position or whatever.
Clearly.
So be careful.
You're saying it like if they mess up, there's...
Don't mess up. Don't cut the wrong wire.
This is the most boring puzzle I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's a 12-piece puzzle.
I mean, it makes sense for kids, but...
Yep.
God.
Now we got all the Reptar puzzle pieces. Now, because of that, we get to play Reptar 2010.
Hey, you found all your puzzle pieces.
Which, every time I see 2010 in that, it always looks like Zolo.
Yeah, that's what I thought it said at first.
You all had a very busy day today.
Yes, we did. We went to the store, we fought monsters, we went to space. And because of us, we're playing Reptar now. We get to play as Reptar.
That's how it always happens. At the end of every Rugrats game, you play as Reptar. That's eventually what happens. It's pretty cut and
cool,
paste.
though.
I don't know.
Reptar's goal: City Hall. Run into buildings to knock them down.
I mean, this is totally like a Godzilla thing. Even though Godzilla's not actually a bad guy.
I had Rugrats on the... Oh, and so much lag.
Clearly.
The problem is there's so much stuff.
Also, who would let their kids watch a show like this?
I don't know.
That is just a giant monster. That
Oh, and here's
destroys
THQ headquarters, by the way.
stuff. Nice. That's like when you play Lego Marvel Superheroes.
Yeah.
That you can find the Marvel headquarters,
Yeah.
and it's awesome because you go in there and cool stuff happens.
There you go. Yeah, with this one, it's like, he is ravaging THQ headquarters. Good thing everyone was out to lunch.
And it
That's
doesn't
why
exist
they're
anymore.
that's why they're out of business.
I think it's really sad because they were putting out some really good games right there at the end.
They were, yeah. I don't remember any of them, but hey, whatever.
Well, you had the new Red Faction.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. You also had
Oh, you can
Darksiders.
if you mash,
was a good one. I liked it.
you can mash the triangle chomp button, and that's what happens. It's just a wall of sound. It doesn't even stop the previous clip and play it and start playing a new one. It's
So you just got to make it a city hall.
Yep. Oh, and there's Toy Palace. And the guy in the chicken suit. Chicken Man used cars. Yeah, that's what we gotta do. And they also have the end space building, but they don't mention that at all, I don't think.
Why would you mention
All
something?
citizens are advised to run like crazy.
Oh, and I like how they have a supermarket right on the platform of a train that apparently and now it's gone.
Well, I mean, that would make sense. Public transportation, a lot of people go to a supermarket.
24 hours to answer any claims.
I don't know. I don't pretend to know how. I don't pretend to be a civil engineer.
I know, but still. And I didn't know, we lived in such a a city that is so big and stuff, you know? Like, holy crap. But that's what we get to do. We just destroy everything.
Beast or radioactive freak tonight at 10.
What was it?
A radioactive freak tonight at 10.
Oh god.
Yeah, at this point I'm just kind of like, okay, enough destruction. Let's just get to City Hall. Jim's garage, because Jim.
And spelled weird.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of like trying to destroy it. It's like, no!
It's like, no! Jim's
Spelled
cool!
wrong. Yeah. Yeah, it's...
That makes sense.
You know, I just lost all respect for Reptar. I'm sorry.
I think I gained more respect. Because, I mean, think about it this way. Would you be able to do this in a city full of people? Destroy it and then
put
do
on
a
a
kick-ass tap dance?
You know, I would say no. No, I would
That's what I
not.
thought. That's what I thought.
I like how his hat doesn't even stay on his head right.
I mean, I don't know about you, but hats never stay on my head, right?
I know.
I also have a weird shaped head, so.
Yeah, you do.
Shut up.
You're the one that
Mom
said
says
it.
I'm normal.
She says you're special, Eduardo.
The same thing.
But yeah, this thing goes on for a while until you, like, I think press a button or something. So, but yeah, so the credits is, you know, it's not even credits. It's more so, like, they didn't do a proper credit sequence. They did more of a pre-rendered cutscene.
Oh.
Which is really weird.
It is
I
weird.
think. So, but yeah, that's basically Rugrats Search for Reptar. What do you think of the game?
Let's never do this again.
We won't do this one again. We don't do games more than once unless we really think they need to be redone.
This almost killed my nostalgia for
Yeah.
Rugrats.
I know.
It was pretty bad.
I know.
So.
It was terrible. The professionals at THQ is a special thanks. Field tests. Waterford Elementary.
That was weird.
You know, I really don't think having kids bug test a game is the best idea. It's just me.
Speak for yourself. That's how I do everything.
Oh, there we go. These are the testers.
So I'm not allowed
lots
near
of
schools anymore.
lots of Jasons. There's 5.
Wow.
5 Jasons. You know how much you want to bet when they walked into the room and said, "Jason," everyone looked.
You'd be like, other Jason. Other Jason. Other Jason.
Jason 12. There we go. But yeah, ultimately I didn't really, enjoy the game. Only because it was poorly done. The sequel's done a lot better though, so.
If you say so.
You'll see that in a couple of days, I think, so.
I doubt it.
Out of 10, what would you give this? A 3?
2.
2? I'd say 2 or 3 for me.
Oh my god, this just can't.
I can't
even imagine kids enjoying this game.
Me neither. It's just
like, it's totally one of those things that is just like, why?
I don't know, but that's the end of this game and the end of this. We did it for the children. That's the end of the game. So we'll see you guys in the next game. See ya.